Many opponents of Biden make the mistake on focusing just on his specific anti-fossil fuel policy moves. And I think this is insufficient in two ways. One is the overall threat of the administration toward fossil fuel activity, I think, is the biggest thing. So you look at when you run on, I guarantee you we're going to end fossil fuel, when that's one of your ideas. Think about what that does to industry and industry's confidence in investing in new projects. Because you're investing in new projects, maybe it's a minimum of 3 years, but maybe 4 years, 5 years. Why would you do this on, when you have a hostile administration? And you see in every department, they're threatening investment, they're threatening production, they're stopping or threatening transportation. So that's one thing, is the threat to the industry, not just the concrete things, is a really big thing. But the other thing is you have to think of the Biden administration as part of the global anti-fossil fuel movement that's been really prominent for the last 15 plus years. So Biden is part of that movement, but the Obama administration was. And what Europe is doing, what you have is this, you have this largely Western movement of mostly the freer nations that's suppressing investment, that's suppressing production, that's suppressing transportation. And so that artificially restricts the supply. And that means if demand goes up, you're in real trouble, which has happened. So it's the global anti-fossil fuel movement that is the root cause of this. And of course, the US figures are a huge contributor. And maybe next week or so, I'm going to put on Twitter a thread about basically how US Democrats could have averted a lot of this. And I'm not particularly political, and I don't identify actually as either major party. But if you think about, imagine in 2019, like when Democrats got power, imagine if they said, hey, you know what? The world needs far more energy. America can produce that largely using fossil fuels. We're going to liberate energy. We're going to liberate that. And let's say when Biden won, he had the same policy. We would be producing so much natural gas that we could export. We'd be producing far more oil. Prices would be lower. And we would have been encouraging our allies to do the same. So we could have a world of energy abundance compared to today